welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for this video. I am showing you guys the reveal of my beauty room slash office makeover. I am so proud of how this room came out. My inspiration for the new decor in this room was dark academia, vintage, antique inspired, very inspiring. I wanted to come into this room and I wanted to be inspired. I wanted to be motivated. I wanted to feel studious, all those things. That was the inspiration and the vibe for this makeover. And I truly feel that I nailed it. I'm so happy with the results. The dark green behind me is it's exactly what I envisioned in my mind. I'm so incredibly happy with it. It looks so pleasing. When I look at it, I feel calm and warm and cozy and moody. I'm just insanely in love with this room. And I'm very proud to say that a lot of the home decor that is in here is thrifted. Some of the things I did get off of TikTok shop. But a lot of the decor was thrifted. We're just gonna go ahead and get into me giving you the full breakdown of this room. I'm gonna tell you where everything is from, if you were wondering. I'm gonna tell you the full breakdown of all the changes that I made in this room. So if you're interested in the details, then just stay tuned. I'm gonna start on the shelving because I think this is the focal point of this room, which was my intent. So I wanted to do an accent wall, and I just knew that I wanted this dark, moody, delicious green, and that's exactly what I did. I got this paint from Walmart, and I will link it down below in the description box for you if you want to purchase or find the exact paint. I will put that down for you. But it is a door and trim paint because this is all wood, so I didn't mind using a cabinet paint because essentially it's made out of the same things as cabinet. So I have 3 coats of paint and I got this beautiful color. It is so rich and delicious. That's like the only way I can describe it. So starting from the top shelf, I have this gold skull and it actually has like the names of all of like the bones and stuff on it. And I got that from Michael's a couple years ago. So I already had this. And most of you will know who follow my channel that I do collect like glass and ceramic skulls. And so I've had all of these skulls. None of the skulls are new. So yes, that's from a few years ago. This is from, I want to say TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and I have 2 of these guys. One's over there. This glass is like a dark green glass that I found on clearance for $3 at Marshalls or TJ Maxx. I genuinely can't remember. This hand is from Dollar Tree from a couple years ago when they came out with their Halloween stuff. So over here, I have a bunch of thrifted books that I got from Salvation Army, and they were like $1. Like I think this one was $2, these were $1, this was 50 cents. And then I have this like chalice, this like vampire chalice cup. I actually got this at Bath and Body Works in the semi-annual sale. It was 75% off and I had to have it because I love vampires and witches and all spooky things, so you know I had to have it. I also got this vampire blood candle on the semi-annual clearance and it was $3.99. So I have that there waiting for spooky season. I have this head here. This is from Marshalls from a few years back and it's like an iridescent purpley green type of color. I wasn't sure if this was gonna go with the green, but it's perfect because there is some green in there. Don't mind my messy trim job. I did put paint down, but it seeped through, unfortunately, but you can't really notice it, so it doesn't bother me that much. Here is a picture of me and my bestest friend. This was when we were like 16. I think we were like 16 in this picture. And I just thought it was so funny. We looked so serious and moody, and I just thought it matched the vibe of the room. I also love that it was already in black and white, so it just was perfect to go here. I thrifted this vintagey picture frame. It's got velvet on the back. This was from a church thrift store where I live, and it was only 50 cents. This is actually from Dollar Tree. This is a recent pickup, but I loved the gold. I actually have these in black, and I have them downstairs on my fireplace mantle, and I do love them for decorations, and they're so cheap, so I had to get the gold one. I also got this little basket from Dollar Tree. This is a recent one. This is another picture frame I thrifted for 50 cents at the church thrift store I went to. You can see how old it is. I did give it a clean wipe down with vinegar just to make sure there was like, I don't know, I get worried about mold or something with the really old stuff, so I always, you know, wash it with vinegar. And this picture right here, I just thought it would be perfect to add to this room because of the greenery and the flowers. And this is actually me and my sister circa 2001 in Texas. And my dad used to always like say, let's stop by the side of the road. Those flowers are pretty and let's take a picture. Me and her are both looking down to make sure that we're not stepping on a snake or something. We always used to get scared we're gonna step on a snake. Oh my God, peep the overalls of my sister. But I just thought that was such a cute picture to put in here. This is a little like, you know, with the reeds, like, and it gives off a scent or whatnot. I don't have the reeds in it. It's closed right now, but I just put it right here because I love the orange frosted glass and I thought it would fit perfectly in here. This is actually an envelope holder from Dollar Tree and it's gold. And you can see that it has these little placements to put like envelopes or whatever. I thought it would be perfect for my eyeshadow palettes since I do not use my eyeshadow palettes that often, but sometimes I do. So that way they're like somewhere neatly organized. I wanted this shelf to be, you know, really beautifully decorated, but at the same time functional because functionality is very important. Now this piece right here is actually kind of like a family heirloom. I don't know if like heirloom is the right word because it's not like it's, well, I don't know what it's worth actually, but this is from South Korea. This is from my grandmother, which she gave to my mother, and then my mother gave to me once I got my own home, and I've had it ever since. And yeah, that is from Korea. For you guys who don't know, I am South Korean, and my South Korean grandmother, she passed away some years back, so I want to make sure I keep this. But when I had the shelves white, it just felt like none of my decor really popped or really felt like it, you know, was decor. Like it really just didn't feel stylish or something. But now that it's got the dark green, I love all of my decorations. It's like they have new life. So I had to put those there. This is another functional piece. This is actually like a spinning little necklace slash earring holder, so I have that there. Down here on the shelf I have another iridescent green purpley goldy skull. This one I think I got last year from TJ Maxx, and it does light up. And this, oh my gosh, you guys, this is so stunning. I love this so much, and I just got this a few weeks back from TJ Maxx. It was on clearance for $3 because there is like a crack in the wood back here, but I don't care because I knew that I was just gonna make use of it in a way that you would not be able to tell. So what I did was just put my perfumes on there, and then I have one lotion on there from Bath & Body Works that I've had for a few years. And I just love the purple and the color that I brought to the shelving, so that's why I kept the lotion on there. The next thing is this beautiful frame that I found at Salvation Army. I love how like deep it is. It's almost like a tray. And I did add some antique gold rub and buff to that just to spruce it up a bit. It was already gold, but it was losing its color. And as you can see, I have a picture of me and hubby in there, of course, on our wedding day. And I just thought it was such a sweet picture. I love this picture. It's one of my favorites. He was trying to make a silly face and I'm just looking at him laughing. I love it, and it was already black and white, and I already had it printed, so it was just perfect. This right here I found at the church thrift that I was telling you guys about, and it was a little green in there and like rusted, so I put a little bit of the Rub and Buff inside, but the rest is gorgeous. I also got this little tiny vase from the church thrift for 25 cents, and I just picked up this floral pick from Joann's Fabric. All of their spring stuff is 40% off right now, and this was $2.99 with 40% off, and I just loved the deep purple, and I thought it would be perfect in this little vase. I think it looks so good. And then right up here, I have some books. This isn't my favorite color in here, but it is my book, so I figured I would just put it up here. These books are super random. These are ones that I already had. They weren't intentional for the decorations, but those were. So, and this isn't even a real book. It's actually like one of those Halloween ones. It's hollow and you can open it and put stuff in it. But I just loved it so much that I had to put it on here. And then I have this skull, yet another skull. This is from Michael's a few years back at the same time that I got that gold skull. And then this is the second piece from that one right there that came in a set that my little sister got me for Christmas this year. And it's like an orange citrus scent, and I just love the orange glass. Then I also picked this up from Joann's Fabric. I don't even know what this is called, but I really liked it, and I felt like it didn't look super, super fake. And I wanted something just draping off the shelves. I just thought it would be so cute, and it is. I absolutely love it. And I put it in this big brown vase, which I know you can't even really see, but that was the only thing I could put it in. I didn't have anything else, and I didn't want to have to go buy something else either. It's so important to like check your house. You can like thrift in your own house. Like, I know that I have some random stuff in my basement, and what I did was I went down there just to see like what could I add up here, like what could I, you know, thrift from my own stuff essentially. So that's why I have this here. And this vase, that's where I got that, because that's actually from a Texas thrift store, and I got it for $1. And I think that is everything on the shelves. So let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about the cabinets. These cabinet pulls and hinges, they were black, and I did not paint that part, so you can kind of see that it's white. I don't want to paint anymore. Just don't judge me. But yeah, so I changed them with the Rub and Buff to antique gold, because I just knew that the gold was gonna just pop off the green, and I'm so obsessed with it, you guys. I think it looks amazing. What do you think? Over here, I have this black curtain with like this filigree type of print on it. This is the curtain that was already here, but for some reason it looks like it's new because of all of the other changes in the room. It just has a new life, and I love it. Then this is something I thrifted from a thrift store in Texas, and I brought it with me. Genuinely, I don't know what it is, but I love the design and how it looks so antique. And I just thought it was so cool. I've kept it all these years because I just love the vibe of it. And this isn't anything new, but I'll just say it just in case there's anybody new here. I got this desk for free on Facebook Marketplace, and I got this chair, and how amazing is she? She's been here for a while. I'm just telling people, you know, if they're new to my channel, I actually found this on Facebook Marketplace, and they were selling it for 20 bucks. And it's beautiful and stunning, and I love the black velvety filigree and the studs and the shape of it, and I knew I had to have it, and it's such a vibe with the curtains and everything. I love it. Over here, this is the K that I already had that was on the other wall, but I added the Rub and Buff around the frame, and then I found this at a thrift store for $1, and it's got a little poem on it, and I just love the dark brown wood frame. And then my vanity here, nothing has really changed with the vanity, but I did clean it up and organize it a lot better. I do have this skull like brush holder with all the filigree on it, and I love it so much. And oh, there's some eyelashes back there. Got that off of Amazon a couple years back as well. And okay, this is what's new, you guys. This chair, oh my gosh, I love this chair, and yellow is not a color that I go for, you guys. Actually, yellow is hubby's favorite color. I never ever choose yellow. Yellow is definitely not my favorite color, but I will say that I do love a mustard yellow, particularly in the fall time. But this time when I was choosing this chair, by the way, this is from TikTok shop, and if you don't follow me on TikTok, it's in my description box. I do have a video on it with a link to this product in the TikTok shop if you want to support me and buy through my link. I greatly appreciate it, but this is so comfortable. It was so easy to put together, and I love the look of it, and I love the color. And I went with yellow because I just felt that it would pop against the green, which it totally does. And it looks so good with the gold in here. I had to do it. There was a pink, a gray, and a black, and I was like, those are just too basic and boring. I want to do something different. I want to feel different in this room. And you guys, hands down, the best decision I ever made was getting this chair, and especially choosing the yellow color. I absolutely love it. I just feel like it brings life in here. So this right here is another one of those like family heirloom things. I don't know if heirloom is the right word, but this is from South Korea. This is also from my grandmother that my mom gave to me, and it's kind of like 3D art. You can't see it, but there's glass covering, but those are actually popping out. And it's like a dragon. And I never had anywhere to put it in my house because it just didn't make sense with the decor, but I really wanted to honor it and keep this in the family. So I figured I would put it in here, and you know what? I think it looks great now. I really do. I think with all the changes that I've made, like, it makes sense and it doesn't feel random. Now, this is one of my favorite things. It's like this wall and the wall behind me are like my favorite things. Okay, this wall is what took me the longest. I mean, it did take me the longest to paint, but it was so hard for me to figure out how I wanted to put this collage wall up. I had it so many different ways, and I took it down and I redid it, so there's a couple nail holes up there, but I'm not too worried about it. So all of these picture frames were thrifted except for the black skeleton hands and the snake. Those I got from Michael's a couple years ago, so they're not brand new. And the only brand new one that I had to buy that wasn't thrifted was this gold one here from Dollar Tree. And I ripped out a page from one of the books I thrifted that's a poem book, and I put a poem in there. And I just think it's really cool looking. So this one is also super cool. I showed you guys in a vlog that I thrifted this, and I love how old it is, like the vibe. I don't know when this was actually framed, but like the image is super antique vintage, and I love that. So yeah, it was so hard for me to figure out how to place these to where they looked styled and just inspiring and cool, you know? Like, it was a hard decision. I really, like, I kept going back and forth on things, but you know what? I actually love how it turned out. I didn't want it to look too perfect. I didn't want it to look too matchy, and I think I succeeded. Like, there is a couple frames that are matching, but it's not giving the matchy vibe, thank gosh. So I really love how it turned out. This rose one, I just love her so much. It's giving me Beauty and the Beast vibes, and I love it. And then you guys know as well that I got this arched full-length mirror off of TikTok shop, and I love it so much. I was going to mount it and I decided not to because I love that it touches the ground and it kind of makes it feel like the room is bigger and like it keeps going, like the floor keeps going. So I decided to leave it and I love the way it looks. I'm so excited to take pictures in front of this with this background. I'm just so obsessed with this room, you guys. So this right here was already here. It already looks like antique vintagey kind of because it is a tie holder, and I just put all the rest of my necklaces on there, and it's been that way for a while. And this plant I already had in my room, but I just had it there because I didn't really style it anywhere and it was just kind of sitting there. So I decided to put it in here, and I love it next to the mirror. This cute table here, I actually paid $5 for at Savers, like I think a couple years ago as well. And I love the dark wood brown so much in this room, and I had to bring this upstairs. I actually had it in my guest bedroom, and I was like, yeah, sorry, I'm totally bringing this to my room because I love the idea of like having a little candle on there, or like setting my phone down while I'm getting ready and looking in the mirror. Just having like a little table, you know, like a little table, a dressing table. I have a candle on here from Bath and Body Works. That's my phone case because I don't have my phone case on right now. And I found this at Dollar Tree, you guys, and it's a candle snuffer to like put the candle out. And it was so like, I was like, okay, this is totally the vibe. I have to get one. And then down here I have this gold basket from Dollar Tree, which I've already had for a while, and I put my body mists in there. And now for the sconces, you guys, I'm obsessed with these sconces. Oh my gosh, I just don't think that this room would be the same without the sconces over here. This wall was so white, I had to do something with it because it's all closets, and this, like, it couldn't be better. Like, this is the best thing I could have put here. I'm so obsessed with these. These are some wooden sconces that I got at the church thrift store for $1 a piece. I took some rub and buff and I rubbed and buffed the metal part, but I also decided to do the sides, and I kept it really imperfect. I wanted to look like it had like worn off or something over the years, you know, like I really like to respect old pieces and I don't want to turn them too modern, you know what I mean? So I love how it came out. They are simple and they are beautiful. And what I did is I bought these beautiful pink ribbed candlesticks from Dollar Tree because right now they have the Valentine's Day stuff out. They had some twisted red ones and they had the ribbed pink ones. Originally, I was gonna put white candles in there, but I was like, no, that's too much white because of the white background. And I decided pink would look so good, and it's not even giving like a too pink vibe. You know what I mean? It's giving just like a calm, neutral pink vibe. And I think that's because I've incorporated so many like, you know, moody, muted type of colors here. And for any of you who are new to my channel and you don't know already, my home is actually 230 years old. It's a colonial and it was built in 1794. So these pine wood floors are original to the home. These floors are all original and they have seen many, many years. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about my beauty room slash office makeover? I personally think it is a huge step up. I think that it respects the age of the house. I think that it's also inspiring and interesting and intriguing and moody, and I just feel so cuddly in here. Like, oh my gosh, it's just my favorite. It's just my favorite place to be. I think this is like my favorite room in the house now. Everything was so carefully curated and thoughtfully placed, and I'm very, very proud that I accomplished this. I can't tell you how many pictures and videos I've seen like on Pinterest and TikTok and YouTube about like that dark academia, like moody theme. And I really didn't want to like copy exactly what other people did Like, as you can see, I put my own like spin on it by like putting my pictures of the people I love, and like having my like Asian decor in here as well. But somehow I think it all worked and all came together. But it's really just like as like a piece of me in it, and I tried to just use others like inspiration and whatnot. And I think when you go thrifting, you find the pieces that call to you, and those pieces like really tell you what, you know, they kind of dictate what the room's gonna look like, and you know what vibe you're gonna go with. And you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something about thrifting home decor, I love it. It's just, you never know how it's gonna turn out until you find that piece that calls to you, and it'll kind of tell you what to do with it. This room is officially done now, and I'm so excited to be enjoying it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please, what can we type in the comments today? I know exactly what to do. Put the dark limp rose emoji in the comments down below. I'll show you what it looks like here on the screen, but there's like a bright rose, and then there's this rose that's like wilted over and like dark colored, and it's very Beauty and the Beast vibe. So type that down below if you stayed all the way to the end of this video. Thank you so much to all of my supporters, my old subscribers and my new. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm happy that you enjoy my content enough to subscribe. Be sure to share my videos if you think somebody else will find them interesting. It really helps my channel out. That is it for today, and I will see you again soon in another video.